Hello everyone, this is Terry with Futures.io, and as always I would like to thank you for joining us today. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Vinny Nizian from GFF Brokers for today's webinar, Trading Preparedness. If you have questions, please feel free to type them into the questions box throughout the event, and we'll do our best to answer them at the end of the event. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the webinar. And as always, please feel free to share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot. For trading news, events, and information, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter using @Futures.io. And now, without further delay, I will hand it over to Vinny, and you should get the pop-up to share your screen again.
All right. Thank you, Terry.
Hi, looking good. It's all yours, sir.
All right. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining us today for our Trading Preparedness webinar. My name is Vinny Nizian with GFF Brokers. I've been a futures and forex broker for over 15 years now. I've taken my experience of these years and pulled together some useful information on futures trading, account maintenance, and overall trading preparedness. In my years as a broker, I have seen what can go wrong, so I'm here to help you learn from other traders' mistakes. You can hopefully avoid them or at least be prepared in case they do happen. Before we get going, I want to remind everyone there is a risk of loss of futures trading, and to only trade with capital you can afford to lose. Let's start off with the most basic thing, and I hate to say this, but memorize your account number. For any reasons, you need to call your broker. Knowing your account number by heart will get you service much faster. If you need to place an order, you'll be wasting precious time for the order desk to look up your account number and confirm it's you. Another part of operating a futures account, check your account statements every day that you trade. Statements are complicated. Make sure that you take the time to learn how to read your particular statements. When checking statements, it is important to pay attention to open positions, margin requirements, account balances, margin excess or deficits to determine if you're on margin call or not, and much more. Checking your statements each day is one of the most important parts of operating a futures account. It is very important to check your monthly statements even if your account is inactive. If you need help reading your statements, contact your broker and have them help you. I also want to go a little more deeper into statements and want to talk for a moment about fills and open positions. What determines which position is held open if a client leaves a position open after the close? That answer is a little bit more complicated than you may think. If multiple positions were traded on the same trading day and a position is left open, then usually the higher price between the two is held open with most FCMs. For example, as you see on the screen, there are two micro Euro USD contracts sold on this particular date. The first sell of the two may be the one at 1706. Later that day, you sell another contract at 1631. Some traders may think in this case the second will be held open, but in this case, the higher of the two will be held open. Other factors may affect your statements, such as oldest trade from a prior date being held open. So for example, if you came in today and you were 2x2 on this Euro USD contract and you had a sell from a prior day, then sell from a prior day will usually trump highest price. Knowing how your statements are generated is very important. So if you have any questions, again, you should always contact your broker. Let's go to, wait a second. Well, let's go to our next topic. Know your trading platform. Have you spent the time to study and learn your trading platform? Most brokers offer a live data demo of the platforms. These demos are meant to help traders assimilate themselves with the software. Here you're looking at one of our newest trading platforms, the Access Trader. I personally think it's an awesome trading platform because it's cloud-based, includes mobile trading, which everyone wants nowadays, customizable charts and reports, but these features are only useful if a trader knows how to operate them. Do you understand all the features and functionalities that your platform has to offer? Call your broker and ask for a demo walkthrough to make sure you're aware of the platform's features and capabilities. Make sure to cover how to exit positions, view current positions, and much more. Before I let one of my clients start trading live, I've made sure that they have taken time and spent on a demo, and I've also been offered a walkthrough via one of our tech support staff. Clients should feel very confident and comfortable with the trading platform prior to trading. Which brings us to our next topic. Let's talk about margins. What products are you currently trading and what are their day trading margins? Day trading margins and policies may vary greatly from FCM to FCM, even when you're using the same trading platform. It is important to know your account's margin policy, not just the dollar amounts. For example, with some FCMs, there is a daily loss limit rule set on a percentage. With other FCMs, margins may vary according to the time of day you're trading. Knowing these differences is key. Don't be scared to ask, what are my account limits? How do they work? Things you should know. Does your account limits increase if your account balance increases automatically, or do you need to contact your broker to increase the overall limits on your account? Other things you should know. Are your account's margins dollar-based or percentage-based? Dollar-based is when the margin is set based on a certain dollar amount. For example, $1,000 per contract day margin for crude oil. Percentage-based is different. Percentage-based is a percentage set, say 33% off the initial. For example, let's say the E-mini S&P initial margin is set at 6,380 currently. If your broker is offering you a 33% of initial margin, this means that your day margin on the ES is $2,100 roughly. It's also key to know if it's percentage-based, because if the initial margin changes, then obviously your day margin may change with it as well. It is always good to know the basics. Don't overlook the importance of knowing the basics. Do you need help understanding and locating trading symbols? Sometimes a simple mistake such as trading the wrong contract month could be costly. Know the different front month, contract symbols, contract expiration, and rollover dates. If you have any questions, please call your broker. Know the trading hours for normal days and also plan for holidays as well. Get to know the contract specifications for the markets you're trading, such as tick value, point value, and daily limit. Be prepared for a disaster. What is your emergency plan if your computer crashes? You may know how to place trades on a trading platform, but what happens if your PC goes down or internet goes down mid-trade? If you do not know your positions or need to confirm your positions, you should be able to contact your brokerage firm's order desk and confirm your current positions. Make sure that your order desk can do this. If your order desk only takes orders but will not confirm positions, ask your broker what you're supposed to do if this situation happens. Here's an example of a proper way to place a phone order at GFF Brokers. Say a client calls in to the order desk having issues with their internet connection. For example, this is John Smith, account number ABC123. Can you tell me what my current position is? Order desk will then look up the account and state the current position on a non-held basis. For account ABC123, I see you long 1 June Dow Jones at 24,830, and you're working to sell 1 June Dow Jones at 25,000 even. You will then give the clerk your next order, if any. Do you have access to a 24-hour order desk? If you do call into your broker's order desk, it is best to know your account number and your position. If you don't, it will take more time for the order desk to look up your account and also confirm your position. You will need to be prepared to answer any security questions. Then you will state your order. For example, this is John Smith, account number ABC123. I would like to buy 1 June mini S&P at the market. Order desk will then repeat the order and account number to you. Okay, Mr. Smith, so you're buying 1 June mini S&P at the market? You will then need to confirm or amend the order. Once you have done this, you will wait for a confirmation of the order and ticket number. Keep in mind that you must carefully listen to the clerk or broker repeating the order to you, as this is a final confirmation of the order prior to it being placed. For example, if you tell the clerk to buy you 1 mini S&P at the market, and he misunderstands you and says, so you want to sell 1 mini S&P at the market, you will then need to correct him. If you confirm yes without listening, you may be held responsible. What happens if your data feed goes down, not your computer? Which brings us to our next subject. I personally think it's a good idea to open a backup account. You'll want to open a backup account with a different FCM. If your backup account is with the same data feed and the same FCM, and if the data feed goes down, then in most cases, the backup account will serve no purpose. With your backup account, the idea is if one account goes down, you have another account to continue trading with minimal disruption. If you're in any open positions while your main account goes down, you could use your backup account to hedge your position. For example, if you're long one mini S&P with your main account and it goes down and you can't exit the position, you can use your backup account to basically sell one mini S&P. Once your main account comes back online, you can then offset both positions, thus limiting your exposure. Can you open a backup account with a different FCM using the same broker? The answer depends on who you're trading with. GFF Brokers, we're an independent introducing brokerage firm, which means we clear via multiple FCMs. Our clients can maintain multiple accounts and still work with one broker. Unfortunately, not all brokers have this capability, so you will need to ask. By working with multiple FCMs, GFF Brokers can tailor a trading solution better suited for your trading needs. Our clients are always welcome to call their brokers to discuss their accounts and account structures. Because we're able to offer multiple FCMs, our brokers will make sure that your current FCM is still the right fit. We have traders sometimes who love their trading platforms, but for example, are not happy with the current day trading margins offered at their broker. And since we're an independent introducing broker, there's a high possibility that they can continue using their same trading platform, but switch to an FCM and take advantage of a better margin structure better suited for their needs after discussing this with their broker. One word of advice, if you do decide to open a backup account, make sure you select an account type that has no minimum trading requirements. Since you won't be trading the backup account that often, it is wise to do so. We offer no trading requirements on some of our accounts, but not all brokers do. Which brings us to our next topic. Know what you're paying for. I remember the good old days when there was no market data fees and there was less moving pieces, but in today, it has changed dramatically. In today's market, a trader needs to know the terms of their account. You may want to ask questions to your broker or to yourself, such as, what is the account set up for and what is needed to maintain my account? What is the monthly fee for data and would it cover the markets I intend to follow? Are you paying for exchange data you're not using? In regards to data, are you top of book? In regards to data as well, is your account considered professional or non-professional? Is there minimum balance required in order to maintain active data on the account? Are there any inactivity fees or minimum trading requirements? When taking a break from trading, can you deactivate the account? And if so, how? And how do you reactivate the account once you're ready? Are there any platform fees? And how and when are the fees debited? Talk to your broker and make sure you're not paying for anything you're not using. It is always great to keep an open line of communication with your broker. Let's move on to our next topic. Keep up your education. There is so much great and free information out there. There's a lot of material on our website, for example, gffbrokers.com. Under our resources center, you can access tutorial videos, free ebooks, and much more. There is also educational blogs coming out every week, and we also do have a monthly newsletter you can sign up for. The best way to be prepared or to try to be prepared is to keep educating yourself. I would like to thank all of you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to attend this session. I hope you found the information useful. Again, my name is Vinny Nizian. My email's on the screen. I know we kind of lightly touched base on some of these topics, but if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me. Even if you're not a client of GFF Brokers, I'm still happy to try to answer your questions. If anyone has any questions that they would like to ask now, we have some time left over. Thank you.
Hi guys, please feel free to start typing your questions in and I'll ask them to Vinny. Let's see. If your data goes down, can you still call the broker to exit a trade?
Yes, definitely. If you need to call into the broker to exit a trade, it is best, again, to know the account number. And if you do know what current position you're in, you can, of course, that is the first option. You can always pick up the phone. At our firm, you can get a hold of the order desk within a few rings, and there's a designated line for it as well.
Perfect. What is the difference in a professional and non-professional account?
Well, there is no major difference between a professional and non-professional account per se. The only main difference is the fee you pay on data. For example, with a non-professional account, usually each exchange, CME exchange, is $5 per exchange per month. But with a professional account, your fee jumps to $85 per exchange per month. It's just an increase in fees.
Okay. If I have a live account with GFF, how can I get a non-expiring demo feed?
Well, there's different ways to obtain this. One way to obtain this is with one of our clearing firms. If you have a deposit above a certain amount, per se, and have active data on your account, then you would get a non-expiring demo as long as your account balance is above the requirement. Other platforms that we offer automatically do come with a non-expiring demo as long as you have active data on the account.
Okay. Let's see. What qualifies as a professional account?
In regards to data, what I've seen, it kind of varies sometimes. There is no fine line. If, for example, a commodity trading advisor will qualify as a professional account, or if someone holds a Series 3 and is trading futures, that will be qualified as a professional account. Also, sometimes I've seen as far as if a trading corporation established for the sake of trading, some FCMs may qualify that as a professional account. Other FCMs, if you put a power of attorney on the account, it may qualify, it may bump it up as a professional account. Again, this line is not really clear, but it depends on which FCM you're applying with, but usually those are the 4 scenarios I've seen where a client has been labeled as a professional.
Okay. You touched on the knowing your expiration dates and stuff like that for the contracts. What happens if a trader accidentally holds through a expiration?
Depends. If the product is cash settled, then basically the position will be offset based off the settlement price. If the position is not cash settled, then usually you would be contacted by our order desk, and basically the position will be offset in the cash market. Usually our order desk will walk you through the whole procedure if that does happen, but we do take preventative measures. We do get a list of clients that we contact prior to expiration when there's a few days left to try to get a hold of you to make sure that that doesn't happen in the first place.
Okay. And I think some brokers might even go as far as closing the position before it actually expires.
Correct.
Okay. I know one thing. I don't know if you touched on this or not, but one thing about trading futures is understanding the different types of orders: market order, limit order, stop order. Can you go into that a little bit?
Well, usually, market orders is when you want to. We'll just go over it real quickly. Market orders usually you put in when you want to just directly send your order to the exchange and get it filled as quick as possible. Limit orders, you're usually meant for entry or to exit out of with a profit, setting a certain price, and stop is usually there to limit the amount of risk you have on a specific trade or to get a stop out price. There's various type of other synthetic orders that our platforms have. Usually, if you have more questions on that, you can always contact our tech department or order desk, and we can go over them in greater detail.
Okay. How should a trader prepare for a huge flash crash? I guess some kind of like maybe protecting against a black swan type event.
Depends. Flash crash, and since the let's say the exchange is having issues, in that case, there's almost, in my opinion, there's almost no preparation besides knowing the risk. There's different ways of having issues. For example, if your particular PC goes down, you should contact your broker, in my opinion, as quick as possible. If, for example, your broker goes down, you should log into your backup account and hedge your position. But if the exchange is having issues, then honestly, you should basically contact your broker and try to figure out what your current position is and keep in touch with them so when it does come back online, you can try to exit the position as soon as possible.
Okay. Do you offer a platform that is mobile and desktop friendly without being charged twice for the same platform?
Yes, we actually have the platform I showed on the slideshow, the Access Trader. We offer this platform with 0 platform fees, and hence the name Access Trader. You can load it on a tablet, a phone, Android, and both iPhone. You can also, there's a web version and there's a Mac version and desktop version. This is a free platform, and basically they are, how do I say, I'm looking for the right word here. They are coordinated. So if you have your position on your phone and log into your desktop, it all syncs.
Okay. What is the minimum account size required to open a account with GFF?
For most of our platforms, it is 1,000 US dollars.
Okay. And what platforms do y'all support?
Oh wow, how much time do we have? I'll name a few of, in my opinion, my personal favorites that I love. There's the Global Zen Trader, the Access Trader. We support the multi-charts, the Sierra charts, the Turbo Trader 2. Just to name a few. There's the GS Trader as well, is one of my favorites. The iBroker, all the CQG platforms. If you want more information about our platforms, you simply visit our website, click on technologies and trading platforms, and you'll see all the platforms we have to offer. It's quite a big list.
Okay. Is there? Okay, yeah, I see at the bottom of the slide. At the if you have questions about GFF, you can visit the website there and find out more information as well. Is there an advantage to having a battery backup? It seems there is electric and internet, and if internet goes down, then you're out. If electric goes down, then you're out of both. Could you please discuss this?
Battery backups. Well, there is an advantage if you're able to stay online using the battery backup. I've actually looked into this for my particular home, for my family, and have discovered that it is good to have in case there's an extended outage, that have a battery backup. But if it's a quick outage, you can simply use your cell phone and contact your broker to exit any positions. But because I knew that sometimes those setups can get quite expensive, those are really good if you have an extended outage or if there's a lot of outage in your area, in my opinion.
Okay. I don't see any other questions. I'll give them another minute or so to get a question in.
And again, guys, if you guys have questions you would like to ask me directly, you're always welcome to contact GFF Brokers and get me on the phone, and we can go over your questions in greater detail. Even if you're not a client of ours, we'll do our best to try to help.
Okay, I think that is it for the questions. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody just came in. With the Access platform, is there a minimum account balance, and is there a demo version available?
Yes, there is a demo version available on our website. You can go and simply click on technology, trading platforms, and find Access, and you can request a demo, or you can email me directly and I can set one up for you. The minimum account balance to open an Access Trader account is $1,000. Thereafter, the minimum balance, there is no minimum balance thereafter. So for example, if you open an account with $1,000 and your balance unfortunately drops to $700, as long as you have the margin available to trade the products you want, then your account's still good.
Okay. What type of accounts can you open with GFF?
Well, basically, you can open trust accounts, joint accounts, individual accounts, LLCs, IRA accounts. Those are usually the main type of accounts you can open with us, if I haven't forgot any.
Okay. All right, Vinny, thank you for the webinar, for the putting the information together for us, and for spending some time with us this evening.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.